What is good, AEW Fight Forever fans? So the wait is finally over, man. We finally got our release date. We know when this game is going to be dropping, which is going to be June 29th. That is a little bit over a month away. And personally, I thought it was going to be one of those surprise available now kind of drops, like at Double or Nothing or something, where they were going to have like a announcement there during the pay-per-view. I mean, but I can understand them giving themselves a little bit of time, to kind of get some marketing in and show off a little bit more of the game. Because truth be told, in terms of gameplay, there's still a lot we don't know about this game. There are so many aspects that we have yet to see, man. And with only a month to go, they got a lot of ground to cover. But fortunately, with the Evil Uno and the Orange Cassidy live stream, they seem to be off to a pretty good start. Gameplay looks a lot more polished. Things seem to be running a lot smoother than the last time we saw this game. The hidden collision detection seems more finely tuned. The striking looks good. The combos are very fluid and fast paced, which makes sense in this game since it matches the rest of the tone of the gameplay. The same can't really be said for WWE 2K because their entire combo feature just feels completely out of place. I think it's due to AEW Fight Forever knowing and understanding its identity. This game knows exactly what it wants to be. And it's like I hate making these comparisons between the two, but I think it's a perfect example of how a feature can be better suited in a certain gameplay environment over another, even though both games are like from the same genre. And in no way am I saying that a combo system can't work for 2K. It's just that the one currently in the game is just a bad fit in terms of gameplay, pacing, the animations, and selling. And the same goes for having to perform a grapple before you do moves.
I said, wait a minute.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
In AEW Fight Forever, it just works better because this is an arcade style game, so it makes more sense. But on the other side in the 2K series, it makes absolutely zero sense. But anyway, man, I'm going to chill with the ranting. This is an AEW video. Therefore, I'm going to try my best to stay on topic and just keep it AEW Fight Forever. So with that being said, the next thing I wanted to talk about was the AI. The AI does seem a little bit off. Now, I don't know if that was just due to the difficulty that they were playing on, because I do remember them saying something along the lines of they were playing on normal. I don't know if the AI gets tougher and more aggressive, like if you boost up the difficulty, or if they're smarter. I don't know. I don't know if they'll have sliders or anything like that to kind of fix the AI or tweak it or customize it to your liking. A couple of minor details that I noticed and I thought were pretty cool was, one, the way that they lean against the ropes. It looks more natural and honestly a little bit more realistic than what we've seen from other wrestling games. The other cool thing that I saw was the fact that you can actually counter an Irish whip into one of your own. It's such a basic thing and a small detail, but it is really refreshing to see this, to say the least. Another detail about this game that I think I heard from somewhere is that they use more of the handcrafted animations versus going the way of mocap. Both animation types have their positives. As mocap may look more realistic, but honestly, even that can be subjective. But the thing I love about the handcrafted kind of from scratch animations is they allow for more freedom. You can control the impact, throw in different selling animations. You can slightly exaggerate a move and kind of season things the way you want. There just seems to be a lot more freedom there. Now, in terms of entrances and stuff, yeah, I'm mocap definitely all day. I feel like that would probably be just a better process to go about capturing entrances. But when it comes to moves and selling, in terms of just the in-ring work, yeah, I definitely feel like there's some advantages to doing the animations from scratch. Another thing I forgot to mention, when we were talking about, I guess, the little small details, is that this game does a pretty good job of capturing some of those little subtle nuances and mannerisms of wrestlers. It's crazy that they got Orange Cassidy's putting his hands in his pocket, and kind of implemented that into his gameplay. But also, it's just the way he climbs the ropes or he enters and exits the ring. It's little things like that that really adds to the authenticity. And authenticity goes a long way in a game like this where your persona and in-ring character means everything. Like if I pick a wrestler, I want to feel like I'm playing with that wrestler. And I feel like personally, this is where a lot of wrestling games drop the ball. I mean, it's more than just about looks and aesthetics or how well the character model looks. What does that matter if he's just going to play and move like everybody else? But anyway, one thing that I noticed that I did not like after a submission finisher has been attempted, if they don't get the submission, then the CPU will immediately go for the pin and get the pinfall. I saw MJF do this in his match against Orange Cassidy, and hopefully they can fix that, man, because that was a huge annoyance back when Ukes actually used to work on the WWE 2K series. It would happen then. So hopefully they can get rid of that by the time the game goes gold, because I definitely don't want to see that back in the series, or any series for that matter. But overall, man, I would say the gameplay looks amazing, honestly. It's way better than what I anticipated, so that's a huge plus. Outside of the issue that we just discussed, I mean, there's nothing else really negative I have to say in terms of gameplay so far from what I've seen. Speaking of which, this is a good time to segue into talking about some of the things we have not seen, which is actually kind of a lot, like a majority of the game. But hopefully now that we've got this release date thing out of the way and everything seems to be kind of running smoothly, we'll start to see more of an uptick in the information that we get. I mean, because I would love to see, other match types. The entire creation suite needs to be covered. I mean, which I know that's going to be a huge make or break for some of the fans. I mean, I personally don't expect it to be anywhere near as expansive and as detailed as the WWE 2K series, but hopefully it'll be enough to be decent and, to kind of keep people happy, I guess to say. I mean, because we got a lot of amazing content creators and community creators out there, man.
You the real MVP.
So I just hope it's able to do them justice. I mean, the other game modes, I'm all about, story and career. So, that's what I'll be looking forward to mainly. But I'm definitely interested in everything the game has to offer. I think one of the biggest things I'm actually really curious about is their future plans. Like, how are they going to keep this game fresh and relevant, especially with it not being a yearly release title? Like, are updates going to simply be like quick fixes and roster changes and roster updates? Or do they plan on implementing new gameplay features and match types? I mean, it's a lot of questions there, man. And hopefully they will have some answers for us very soon. But leave your thoughts down in the comments. How's everybody feeling? Is the excitement still there? Post your likes and dislikes. Also, speaking of likes and dislikes, man, go ahead and leave a thumbs up on the video. If you rock with the content, share this video, subscribe if you haven't already. God bless.